Hi guys, and welcome to the monthly vibes for September. Woo! I had to breathe before doing this one because yeah, this is an interesting month. Now, let's look at September month. This is going to be a month for review, not building. I cannot stress that enough. It's not a month for building something new. It's a time for building and reviewing something existing, whether it's something that you're currently working on or, something from the past. Because here we have vibes that are coming in that is not the best energy for a launch, but it is okay for a relaunch, meaning something that already existed, not something brand spanking new. Keep that in mind, you guys, because this is not the month for that. Okay, so review and redo also, what you perhaps did during the last couple of months or even couple of years. Because this month is better to actually go inward rather than going outward. Because you can feel a sense of lack of motivation, of physical energy. But it's also for the better if you feel that. Don't fight it, don't feel that. Well, why do I feel like this? I'm getting frustrated. I want to move. I want to get going. You might be a go-getter. Breathe. This is not the month to push something that's actually meant to happen. Okay, so you're being slowed down for a reason because the vibes normally that would support you to really stand up and be the best in what you do, it's just not really going to be in full support of that. Okay, so use this time to review. And ultimately, what you want to do as well is you want to correct the course of action or path that you are on. So if something doesn't feel right, you need to make a change. This month is perfect for that. Absolutely perfect. Especially in business and also in personal relationships. And I also see September as a month to really get you back on track with your life. Like really get a grip of things. Whatever comes during this period, what will move us forward and also it will give us a glimpse of the future. It's going to give us a glimpse. Now, bear in mind what I said, give us a glimpse, because there are going to be some good aspects and there are going to be some heavy negative aspects to this month. The heaviness outweighing the positive maybe a little bit more. But what I'm saying is that when we get to the negative side perhaps of this month, and I'm not saying that's the doom and gloom of what's going to be for the future. The glimpse of the future is more about the positive aspects that we'll be looking at this month. So that's the good news. Keep that in mind. The bad aspect is going to be temporary. So, I just wanted to clarify that before we continue. Okay, so what's also going to be happening a little bit later this month as well is you're going to feel a need for self-expression and to have fun, to have fun activities and pampering yourself as well. But having said that, also keep in mind that you don't overspend as well, because there could be a risk of overspending on luxury and comfort, So really see, if that's you, I would suggest really see what is emotionally unmet in you, because that part wants to be nourished. That part wants to be taken care of right now. So let's assess with how you perhaps fulfill your life with physical material aspects and how you are emotionally fulfilling your life as well. Where's the balance? Is it in balance? Where's one heavier or lighter than the other? And bring that back into coherence. And also just a slight word here also of warning. There is a possibility in September later in the month for possibly, not saying 100%, but there's a possible chance for a second wave of the COVID pandemic. Now, it might not be as strong as we had in the beginning of the year. However, some aspects of it can come forward, in small forms and areas. For example, smaller areas being placed under lockdown again. I don't see a global lockdown, but I do see a possibility of smaller little lockdowns independently taking place from each other, which we already started to see happening in July. We started seeing that happening in aspects of Serbia, New Zealand. There was Melbourne and Australia they had like little small lockdowns taking place. And we might see a little bit of a second wave of that maybe coming in September. But having said that, at the same time, there's also good news, and that is beginnings, new beginnings around health, positive resolutions also around the global pandemic. So even though there's a wave of it that we feel like, we're like, oh God, here we go again, there's actually a lot of positive aspects that's going to come forward from this. Because we will also have the full moon this month. That's going to be exposing quite a lot. Ooh la la. Ooh la la. I'm excited. So, you will not just be feeling like you're left in the dark anymore. It's not going to be like the beginning of the year. That I can assure you of. This time, you're also going to be wiser. You're going to be much more informed. And you will also be surprised by how prepared you're going to feel in the second wave. If it happens. Maybe you just might even hear about it, but it doesn't necessarily affect you where you live. But you're going to be surprised how prepared you're going to be feeling for it. Expect yourself almost to breeze through it because it's not going to last long. So just take a nice deep breath. And you're going to be okay. And we're all going to be okay. And the rest of the world is also going to be okay. Despite some intense communications or commercial, activities due to the financial health and the crisis and guys, breathe, because there is a feeling that I get that the media is going to be amped up more than what it should be. Because of course, fear is used to control. Now, let's just know that everything actually really truly behind the scenes is okay. It's going to be okay. So wherever you feel that, you're resisting this, you're hating this, you just don't want to be a part of this again, it's like, oh my God, now what? If you're going to go into the drama aspect, then this month is going to feel like absolute hell to you. Okay? And it's not necessary. Because your intelligence will supersede the low energy that's going to try to come in this month. So give yourself a pat on the back and say, we got this. I knew it, I can see it, I can see the games. Just don't buy into it. Because, like I said, use this month while some shenanigans might be going on. You can use this month to review, your debt, your financial circumstances, and work carefully with what you have as well. I'm not saying anything bad's going to happen, so relax. I'm just saying it's a time to review. So sometimes we review everything except certain important, crucial aspects. And it's time to review, just the finances, review the foundations that all these aspects are built on. And this is automatically going to give you more confidence. If you have a grip on that, when you have an understanding of that, where you stand with it, how you can move forward with that, you're automatically going to feel so much more safer and secure as well. So be wise in this area and areas of your life. And sit back, review, redo, or relaunch, and it's going to be a success. So guys, thank you for joining me, and until next time, be the light that you are.
Hi guys, thank you for joining me, and remember to grab your copy of Metaphysical Anatomy on Amazon, 679 medical ailments. And I also wrote about the psychosomatic root causes of that, and I'm spoiling it because I even added key points for you to start looking at important questions that you can ask yourself to start improving your quality of life. And also remember to catch me on Instagram, Yvette Rose 1 with the digit 1, and Metaphysical Anatomy on our Facebook fan page. Bye guys.